We are back. Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 75, which is pretty impressive. We've done
Not bad.
we've done 3/4 of a whole century. Feels it. Um, well, I'm joined as always by my acquaintance and ball and chain, Krendar's Adventures.
How do? I hope
Uh,
Lady Energy is not jealous of my ball and chain status.
she just shook her head. Wave for the camera. She's playing on her Switch right now.
Good
Very clever. Yeah, yeah. Kind of. There
for
you
her.
go. I believe it is some game involving crossing of some kind, perhaps of the animal variety. Um,
Oh, all right.
we.
Well, we'll get her a real game one of these days.
No, she pouted. She pouted. Um,
I tease.
we're also joined once again by the amazing, the fantastic, the very sophisticated sounding Naira. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. I'm glad to be with you again.
Fantastic.
My
And
favorite Inquisitor who does a very good song about Exterminatus.
Oh, you've had excellent, wonderful. I mean, a friend of mine who's very much into 40K just sent me, I think it was a month ago, sent me a picture of a YouTube recommended list. You know, as YouTube does
Hmm.
recommended videos. And then there was my Exterminatus video. I was like, ah, isn't that lovely?
Yeah, it was a nice song. I'm not familiar with the original song it parodies, but your
re-
version is definitely excellent.
really, it was the biggest YouTube video of all
Despacito, you
time.
haven't heard
Yeah.
it?
Grandar.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes?
You went absolutely so quiet. I thought maybe the link cut out or something.
like
I don't
Despacito.
know.
Nope, 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 nope.
Just didn't really have a response.
Okay.
Fair,
Okay,
fair.
it was a big video. Okay, doesn't mean I watched it.
That's
No,
very
it
true.
doesn't mean
Although,
that you watched it. It just happened to be a very big one, and I like. Well, one shouldn't assume. You're just like because it was so popular that people would have heard it. Like, if you're interested, you can listen to it. I can link it to you after this.
Maybe out of curiosity to compare how it goes to the compared to the parody, yeah.
I think it's a bit of a bop, honestly, and I don't normally like music, but I don't know, it has a nice sort of flavor to it. Also, I think that's like 1 billion views now, like a with a B. It's pretty chunky.
Yeah.
Also, we cannot forget our first time as a guest, but in no way not first time on the show. Walter Fate, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on? This is Walter.
That it is. Someone's happy to have you to be on screen, kind of on
Me, a
mic.
fan? No, never.
Didn't
It's
have too
true.
much going
Low
on.
Energy's been very, very excited to get you in here.
I
Also,
have.
Narina's happy about it too.
Yay!
Um, all right, let's get the shilling out of the way. Today's going to be a pretty sort of. There's not really much to talk about. There's always stuff to talk about. We could have talked about the trans stuff, or the stuff in Ukraine, or the rising COVID in China. But today, I think we're just going to watch stuff a little bit more meh, short fire, sweet. But let's get the shilling out of the way. Throughout the night, if you guys could, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and help the channel grow. More eyes on us and the like. Don't forget that if you like the sound of either Naya or Walter, the links are down there below, along with my Discord and Twitter, and as well as Krendar's stuff, which he's very smart, has a link tree, so it's all in one. And
Such a convenience.
it's very convenient. We have ourselves a stream goal. Anything given will go towards a trip, which is this week. No, not next week. The week after. The week after, we're off to Dublin for a few days. So, anything given there would be much appreciated. But as Krendar is on screen, he will also receive anything. That last part is entirely optional. I'm just glad that you guys are here. And while I actually get up and stretch my legs a little bit because I am still on my sick bed, you guys talk among yourselves. How you all doing? Any news?
Man, I should go to Dublin one of these days. Is that fun?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun for about 2 weeks if you enjoy drinking.
Yeah.
And
That's a long
Ireland,
time to drink.
yeah, well, not really.
Well, not for you. You're the well practiced native.
Absolutely.
Our guide.
Yeah.
I play everything on hardcore. Um, no, actually, 2 weeks for the whole island. I'd say Dublin for about. If you were really busy, you could do everything in about 4 or 5 days, tops. But it's a nice place to visit. You'd really want to get out of Dublin though to really to see the world.
Limerick.
You want to go to Limerick of all places? Oh
Yeah,
God!
I have a friend in there.
A lady just gave you such a look. Like really? I know. Very strange. Very strange.
I have a friend in there who I haven't seen in ages because we
Oh,
were
there you
together
go.
in Germany as exchange students.
Aw. Limerick is got a bad reputation over here for being a very dangerous
Yeah, it's a shank town, so I've heard.
Yeah. Now that, according to anyone who's lived there, that is overblown. But then every evening news you hear about a stabbing in Limerick, and you're like, well, there has to be some truth to it.
Yeah.
It's only there was some sort of rhyme that we could come up with to describe how dangerous it was there.
It was-
Just hold on a second, I'll come up with one. I'll inform you when I'm done with it.
she just rushes off, and it's like she's in a lab coat with beakers and like a big whiteboard, and she's like,
Linguistics! Let's go!
Once was a man named Hank who wielded a very sharp shank.
One evening at 1, someone fired a gun, and Hank with a shank just got spanked.
yeah, that was. It
Or
drew.
something, I don't know.
Okay.
Man, so Chibi got catfished by someone.
What?
He always hits on these girls that are at this point like 10 years younger than him, like these cosplayers who act like anime girls.
Oh no!
I like this kind of, ooh, that's so cute.
Like, I don't even know if I want to say it's like a pedo thing. It's more like he can only relate to teenagers because he still acts like one or something.
Is he the type of person who like thinks that the stripper likes him?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to hear this one?
Yeah,
I can read it.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Go for it.
I was catfished by someone who approached me online and actually seemed genuine and also had an interest in me. I'm usually very cautious, but this person took me in completely. She was also very flirtatious, even though she was shy. She posed as a cosplayer who had mental health problems such as autism and was gender fluid. And the second I wanted some kind of proof from her that she was real, like either a video chat or recording a video of her literally saying I'm real, she couldn't do it. I haven't heard from her since. I've never felt so disrespected and toyed with. I don't understand why people think this kind of cruel joke is funny and playing with people's emotions doesn't matter. I literally thought someone had a legit interest in me and that I had made a friend, but now I realize that I can't trust anyone.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's,
Doesn't it sound like fucking nothing happened, really?
Yeah. That's like me making a post after I
She-
had a
she just-
miscommunication on my Tinder. You know, like,
She just she ghosted him and he just like took it too personally.
It sounds
Yeah.
very much like this person has gone through so much in their life, so that even the smallest things are like, oh my god, no!
He really likes to get attention from people, so that's usually why he does things.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking we should start off, and Walter, this is not to stroke your ego too much, but I have noticed a lot of people recognize your voice and what you're up to, but they don't actually recognize the name. So I'm gonna put a name. I'm gonna put the name to it. So we've got your channel up here. Let's bring it up so people can see, and pick something out that you think would be a good sort of intro for the. Because you're doing well for yourself. Your channel's doing pretty solid. And this isn't even your first channel, is it? Like you had the Walter Fate one.
Oh. What would be a good intro?
Well, look, just what do you think we got a good
I don't
laugh
know.
or-
I guess the last video I made.
Oh, the Russell Greer one.
Yeah, Russell's pretty hilarious. This
Alright.
guy's nuts.
Yeah,
I don't know this guy.
I was telling Lady about.
Oh, you should watch these videos more then.
He's the one who sued Taylor Swift, or tried to.
Apparently.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another round of this legal madness. Today we're here for my third video in this series about Russell Greer.
Great photo bot there, guy.
He looks like a Sim from like Sims 1.
Yeah.
Russell is the guy
Yeah.
who's best known for suing Taylor Swift when she wouldn't accept an unsolicited song submission from him. That's the cover he chose for his book. That wasn't like...
Oh, goodness.
This makes me look great.
which is something no
Yay.
music artist is going to accept. Not only did this guy try to sue Taylor Swift, but he even wrote a book about it from his point of view, where he gets relentlessly dunked on by his own horrible choices. So let's get back into it with Russell Greer's book, Why I Sue
He looks like he just got a swirly in that picture. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift all the time. I don't know why. Part 3. Before we start reading the book again, I'm going to read an infamous, mostly one-sided conversation he had with a stripper. It is amazing this guy's a real person. Blank is one of the most gorgeous girls ever. One of these weekends I'm going to come in and say hi. Maybe I'll bring flowers with me too. I would love that. When you see the young studly guy in the suit come in, you'll know it's me.
Studley.
Hey, what time Sunday
Oh.
do you work? I'm going to come in and say hi and have a surprise with me, which you may know what it is. Besides my awesome self.
Not much of a surprise then, huh? If they know
Yeah,
what
she
it
offers
is.
the tiniest... I know.
Oh my god, he looks like he's just found in the woods after 3 days in that picture. Oh god,
I mean, so
I got
Give him
lost!
a fresh shirt, though.
Like the amount of agreeing I have with you with that like description. Goodness gracious, yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
amount of
Mhm.
encouragement.
I
Russell
didn't
just
mention it in this video because it didn't come up that much, but yeah, he does have a disorder which makes his facial muscles weird.
Okay, that's...
No,
that's
okay.
So
I wouldn't-
that's the reason for his weird expression, but he still thinks that he'd be a 10 without it, and it's like, come on.
That's 100% fair. And I wouldn't had I known.
Maybe a
I wouldn't
7.
have. I wouldn't throw shade at that. But I'm thinking more of his hair. Like he just looks so dishevelled. Like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
he's-
exactly.
He's a fucking pipsqueak, is what he is.
I mean, if he knew how to use a comb, he'd look okay, but...
Yeah, but I can
And if he wasn't
imagine
such
how
a
awkward the
bizarre
social
weirdo.
situations might be because like people just like look at social cues from other people's expressions, and if the other person cannot use their face in the quote unquote normal way, that must be so awkward in social situations for both of the people in that situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
My college was like that because we had a lot of people with disabilities or like issues, and they did include a lot of like weird facial. There was a lot of people, for example, who had like the strokes, where like half their face kind of goes numb. So
Yeah, it would
be
having conversations
like
with
that,
yeah, that was not. That was not at times. Let's just say a lot of people didn't sit next to them when they ate, which
Yeah.
ones with it. Classic nice guy material. If only you knew I was the guy who filed a constitutional challenge to legalize brothels in Utah, you wouldn't be ignoring me. But I
It's
will
like,
see you
what
tomorrow.
the hell? The constitutionalizing brothels in Utah, like what? What?
Yeah.
I'm
wouldn't
on your
ignore me
side, ladies.
Yeah, he
Guessing at
supports
the
sex
South-
workers, therefore they should have sex with him for free, obviously.
Salt
That
Lake
sounds fair.
Foundation. Be honest,
like
do
that.
you hate me or something? I'm seriously trying to stand out and treat you like a lady and ask you about prices and stuff, and you're ignoring me but talking to sleaze dudes.
sleaze.
I've never been
dudes.
to a club in Utah, and I just want to know everything before I go. I'm just simply trying to get all of the info. I don't understand the not returning messages. How am I supposed to patronize and woo you if I don't know any details?
Woo.
Yeah.
Jesus, Russ, you're not really supposed to woo strippers. I suppose it's not impossible, but good luck if you're this guy.
No, I've known people who fucked up
I-
strippers.
I'm in my white shirt and purple tie,
Huh?
heading
Maybe-
to pick up the
well,
flower.
okay. I guess not current strippers.
I know it's not impossible, but it's like Russell trying to go to this,
And it's like he's not just saying strippers. He requires them to be like a 10 out of 10. He
Yeah.
only hits on like the hottest of the hot.
I know the type. Well, it's I'm getting very strong Krendar, do you remember the Vegas pickup artist
Oh, you
school?
the pickup artist group? Yeah,
Yeah, that
that was
Channel
an epic
5
With
fail.
the mystery and
Wow.
everyone like that.
Oh,
What
this
did
guy
that
has some. This guy has some Nevada stories.
Oh
goodness.
God.
Honestly, what
Flowers, I'm heading
happened to
over.
the fact that, yeah, like if you have your standards set high, don't you think that the other person at the other end of your desires might have also high standards? Oh no,
Right?
who would have guessed?
But he does
Also, I
think that
like
he is that high.
I love this selfie
True,
where he's
true.
taking his photo where you can't see him behind the birth of a new son here.
He looks like he looks like the poster for The Thing. You know, the one where it's just a big
Ooh,
light
yeah.
over the face.
Like,
Yeah, I
is
just
it
needed
so
more
hard to
pictures.
understand? Like, put your finger over top of the flash.
A friend of mine just sent me a message. I want to read that book because he's watching the stream.
Yeah, you see how censored this is? Abby asked me why it was so censored if I was trying to protect Russell. No, it's because it came from Reddit nice guys.
Mhm.
And they make you censor all identifying information.
Yeah, I think
Which is
it's
fair.
for the best.
I imagine that saved some hassle. Because I remember a few stories from you there, Walt, of people who actually like grew. These stories came from them, and they said, "Yeah, I used to be like this, and now I kind of grew up." Doesn't happen a lot, but I do like those sort of like redemption stories where people kind of
Yeah.
wised up.
Yeah,
to...
absolutely. Because like I have been watching so many different kinds of videos of different kind of student types, and I recognize some of those behaviors in my younger self. I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad that I grew up from that phase.
Mhm.
Over to strip club to woo the beautiful and stunning blank. You were very beautiful up on the pole. I was happy to tip you. I also was happy to buy
I
you
never
those
did a
two
nice guy thing, as some people might have thought, but I can see a lot of things I did back when I was a teenager were really cringy. So I'd rather just not talk about them.
This guy not understand that
What
strip clubs are
happened
not
has
a dating
happened.
service.
Oh yeah, this is fucking hilarious.
drinks too, and the table we sat at. I hope you liked my flowers and the card I gave you. Stay in touch, pretty girl, and don't let no drunks disrespect you. Well, this was my first and last time
There was
going to a
too many
strip club.
emojis.
I gave the stripper flowers, a tip, bought her drinks, was kind to her, and she blocked me. What the fuck? He said that he understood the difference between a strip club and a brothel, but I have to wonder if he actually does. Anyway, let's continue with the book now. Last time we still hadn't gotten through his explanation of why Taylor Swift owes him her time. The story will start eventually, I swear. One may think,
Not this
so,
video, though.
it's just a celebrity. Let them post and do what they want. On the contrary, Growing Pains actor Kirk Cameron once said in an interview, with the privilege of a platform comes great responsibility. Cameron went on to say that when any celebrity is in the spotlight, you're going to be held to a higher standard, and we should be held to a higher standard, because we're influencing more people than others might be. Cameron went on to say that a celebrity should be careful of what they do and say. Since Cameron is indeed a celebrity and a public figure, his statement validates the thesis of this chapter and entire book.
The subtitles
Celebrities
on
have a
YouTube sure have gotten good, haven't they?
Yeah,
Better than
Yeah.
they used to be, at least.
I can.
Sometimes hilarious as well.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
used to just give you gibberish. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I'm that usually like if we're watching with my students any video, I'm like, okay, be prepared to see some weird shit.
Sometimes it's fun to watch somebody who doesn't speak clearly and just watch the subtitles struggle to understand.
Oh yeah, it's just the best.
We have a few of those, like Sir Steve-O, for example. Like the accent
Yeah.
is so thick that it just kind of it's a wall. It's an impassable wall.
Beauty with their
I
words
like
and
it when you're
actions.
getting I like it when you're getting the intro to a Buff Corel video, and the subtitles just won't do anything for a whole 30 seconds because they can't figure out what the hell he's saying.
Or just bracket music.
Is to not create a misrepresentation. Okay, I'm sure Taylor Swift is already being more careful than the average person with her social media. Isn't Kirk Cameron saying they shouldn't be spreading false information and things like that? That is the duty and the point I want you to take away from this chapter in this book. The law treats a celebrity's identity like property, and just like any other property owner, celebrities should be held liable for the misuse of their property, their image, their status.
This
Or-
was thrown right out of court, right? Once he brought the case up, it was just immediately dismissed. It didn't get very far, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It didn't. Okay, so what happened was the guy, Greg Skordas, and this is spoilers for the book if you care. Obviously, no one cares because it
Oh,
already
one
happened.
person apparently does.
Yeah, sorry, dearie.
Block your
No,
ears.
this guy, Greg Skordas, went into court and showed the judge, like, an image that showed that Russell said, if Taylor goes on a date with me, I'll drop the lawsuit, which I think shows that the lawsuit
Yeah.
was in bad faith, so it just can't be a thing.
Not only that, wouldn't
And
that
Russell
be?
tried to argue it the whole time, but the judge is just like, no, I'm dismissing it, and you have to pay your court costs or whatever.
I know. I feel motivated to go on a date with somebody who is trying to sue me.
Also, wouldn't that be
Yeah,
a form
he's
of?
like, I'll just get her attention, and he's suing her for like half of her net worth, which was like $60 million.
Good luck.
Goodness gracious.
But just wondering, wouldn't that also count as a form of prostitution that he's kind of elicit her into?
It's
Kinda.
got to be some kind of an extortion, I think.
Yeah. So.
But they just threw out the lawsuit, so it didn't matter.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
But-
then that guy, Greg Skordas, offered to represent anyone that Russell sues in the future. which since then he sued Ariana Grande, and Greg Skordas represented her as well.
I want to read his story, like the great rivalry between Russell Greer and Greg Stortis. You know?
Epic
Words.
battle for the ages.
I don't know.
Remember
Lawyers
Uncle
might be
Ben's
kind-
advice.
Yeah.
The magnitude of a celebrity representation is so strong, one could compare it to the Force that Jedi from Star Wars have. The Force can be used for either good or evil.
Uh,
Hey, don't do that.
Yes,
I see
yes,
your
an
eyes
absolute
rolling.
yes.
Don't believe me?
Oh,
Let's
Russ
take
is
a look
doing-
at the various research done on the topic of celebrity influence. Technological company Ace Metrics conducted a study in 2013 and found that 45% of American adults believe that celebrities can create a large positive difference in the issues that they are promoting. In the early 2000s, Dr. Lynn McCutcheon coined the term celebrity worship disorder, after studying those who appeared to have a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder in regards.
is this guy a fan of Jordan Peterson? Because I'm getting a strong Jordan Peterson vibe from this.
Kind of.
Not that
Yeah.
I know
I can see where you're getting that.
It's very sort of like, actually, no, this is why modern society is wrong. You know, like,
And the same kind of rhetoric.
yeah.
So what
Rhetoric, how do you say it?
What I get from Russell is that he's kind of trying to sidestep the law so he doesn't have to actually deal with how it's supposed to work.
Which
That sounds likely.
yeah.
Well, you'll see when he
Sounds
actually
like him.
goes into it. It's not very interesting, but he's talking about persuasive
celebrity
law
admiration.
where you don't. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I found the
Yeah,
plot
that sounds
very
more like their
interesting,
fault
but I
than
was
celebrities.
expecting what, but yeah,
In
go on.
2017, a peer-reviewed study compiled economical, psychological, and sociological research and found 14 different celebrity mechanisms that affected health behavior. Some of these mechanisms included signals, herd behavior, social networks, and other influencing mechanisms. The study went on to show how easy celebrities can sway and entice the populace and their followers. So the writing is definitely on the wall with celebrity power. But heck, don't take my word for it.
Heck.
Hop on Google and you can find exactly what I'm talking about.
Such language.
Alright, here it gets a bit crazier as he talks about what exactly Taylor Swift did wrong. Taylor Swift's misrepresentations. Since this book is about why I sued Taylor Swift, I wanted to share a few examples of her misrepresentations so that the upcoming legal argument of this chapter makes
Ugh.
sense.
I hated
Some of
typing
her
the word misrepresentation so much by the time I was done transcribing this shit.
I can imagine.
That
That's
is
a-
a lot of times on one screen.
Yeah, God, that's a lot. Like, there's like
There's
5
at least
words
5
in
of them
this.
right here.
Yeah, I kind of hated
That's just
saying
one
it,
paragraph.
honestly.
Have been done verbally in interviews, while other misrepresentations have been made through her actions. Naturally, as an internationally famous celebrity, her misrepresentations are carried around through the world, through the news, which influences her followers and those that admire her.
Take a
A
drink
few
every
of her
time you hear a
misrepresentations that
misinterpretation or
directly influence me are as
misrepresentations.
follows. 1.
Why are you trying
Taylor
to kill
Swift
us, girl?
accepting a wedding invitation
I thought
from a
one of you
random
was
girl.
Irish.
Only one of us, and it's not me.
And I'm
Well,
barely
it's
that at
fitting.
all.
Oh
She
no.
accepted this and performed without compensation at the wedding. She even posted pictures of the event on her Instagram. This stunt influenced me and created a representation that it would be fine to
Influence.
send correspondence to Taylor Swift and that she would be welcoming to my efforts.
Didn't Legal Eagle talk about this guy? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he do an episode where he breaks down that like the whole obviously the whole premise of it is batshit and stupid, but this is why on a legal grounds that it would make no sense even if he hadn't done it in bad faith.
I wouldn't doubt it. Nick Rekieta has covered this guy extensively, so if anyone wants like a legal viewpoint, because I can't
Russell's
possibly
probably
know.
Why am I
It's
not
not e-
surprised to find out that this whole lawsuit came down to I'm suing her because she wouldn't go out with me?
Yeah.
He said he was suing her to get her attention. Like that's a thing that you're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, because of a misrepresentation of being interested in fans.
She made me think that it would be okay for me to ask her out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He might as well have said the voices in my head said it was a good idea. You know, like
Basically.
No, like
The voice in his head is Taylor Swift's voice.
Probably.
Jealous
The
because he
voice
couldn't even
inside
get
my head
invited
is
to his
Taylor
own
Swift.
sister's wedding.
Also, I thought he only went for 10 out of 10
In
girls, though. I'm
2014.
confused.
Oh, well, the
mean,
personality.
A fine, all right. Perhaps he can also take 11 out of 10s.
That's very generous of him.
I better watch out, so he'll be coming for me next. Oh,
Indeed.
Swift accepted many different prom dates from boys who reached out to her.
boys.
These boys did lousy things to reach out to Swift, but she was flattered and accepted each date. This influenced me and created a representation that if I were to reach out to her doing something unique, she would welcome it. This not only influenced me, but
I
an
wonder
apparent...
if he thought that these publicity stunt dates resulted in her having sex with them at the end of it. You know, like does he think...
He wants way more than that. He wants a relationship. He wants her
Marriage.
to make songs with him.
Well, he's already a step above Lucas Warner, then.
influenced many other people who...
I'm also
asked her to
morbidly
prom,
curious about
including
what
a
these
boy
lousy
confined to a
things they did to
wheelchair.
reach out to Swift were.
3. The music video for Taylor's song New Romantics begins with a voiceover of Swift saying, "The fans are the best part of this tour." This influenced me when I
Okay.
watched the video, and I
Obvious
felt that since I
pandering,
was a fan
yes.
of Taylor Swift, her appreciation for her fans extended outside of tours. I felt
Why
that
would
she would
that
be so
mean that?
happy.
Yep.
This made no sense.
It's like the underpants
compared to the
gnomes
rest of it.
logic, you know, like stage 1 steal underpants, stage 2 ? Stage 3 profit. You know, like what?
Yes.
Where's the connect? You kind of lost us in the
Yes.
middle of it, you know.
Being
Yes,
flattered to
she's-
hear the story and the
She
efforts
said
of a
Said
disabled
that the
songwriter
fans
who
are the best part of this tour, and that means it's probably confusing. There's two of me talking at the same time.
I'll pause
The
every
fans are
once
the
in a
best.
while.
Walterception.
Indeed.
She says the fans are the best part of this tour. That makes him think that the fans are more important than the tour or something. I don't know. I'm lost here.
He's
Yeah,
very.
That's what it
confused
sounds
lad.
like.
Yeah, he's like, that must mean that she wants me to show up at her house and send her mom flowers and then call her mom a fat pig and then wish that her mom got cancer and then try to sue her.
That's how you get a date, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the proper etiquette of wooing a lady.
That's how I got my first girlfriend.
Aw, that's sweet.
I just sent away
Love!
with cereal
The move always
boxes.
works.
Got a couple of lids, and mine came in the mail.
Oh.
toiled
Was
away
she
on a
Russian?
song meant to
Actually Latvian, but that's another story.
make her happy. A song written about her. Yeah, Russell just comes up with these insane conclusions and then blames it on Taylor Swift instead of how fucked his own head is.
Where did you find this
In 2015,
video?
Taylor's mom and
I think I found that on Google image search. It's probably somewhere from the Kiwi Farms thread, but
Understandable, because I remember watching that, like, what?
okay, well, he put it out, obviously. We wouldn't have it if
Yeah.
he didn't.
True, very true.
Andrea came down with cancer. Yeah, that's a weird way to say it. For
Came
some
down
odd
with
reason,
cancer, too.
two girls in Utah made 1,989 paper cranes for Taylor and her mom. I'm still unsure what paper cranes are meant to do for a terminally ill person, and still unsure what said person is supposed to do with 1,989 of them.
Yeah, it's a
But the
Japanese
Swifts were
tradition
overjoyed, and
thing.
these two girls were able to meet Taylor backstage. This created a representation that if I did something unique for Taylor, it would be met with admiration. Yeah, he clearly did a lot of research for this book. Making 1,000 paper cranes for an ill person is something they do in Japan, and 1989
Mhm.
probably
They
refers
do.
to Taylor Swift's year of birth. What do you do with cranes?
Wait, she's only 1 year younger than me. Jesus.
He asks as he buys women
Yeah.
flowers. In 2013, a movie about Paul Potts, a winner on Britain's Got Talent, was released. Taylor Swift wrote and performed the theme song for the movie. In an exclusive interview to promote the movie, Taylor Swift stated, "The struggles and triumphs of someone who never stopped chasing what he was after really inspired me." Her statement not only influenced me, but it also inspired me to give all my heart and talent with impressing her. Her statement created a representation that she would be open of my story of triumphs against the odds. Do you see the pattern I'm setting up here?
Yes, but not the one you think. Not the one you think, buddy.
I'm not quite sure.
She said to never stop going for what you want, so I started stalking her.
Yes, I mean, logical way of thinking.
Follow your dreams. I am proof.
Follow your dreams, literally. Stalk them. Yay!
I'm just rather impressed by
Taylor-
the phrase of "open of my intentions" or whatever the hell he said. That was some horribly mangled grammar.
Swift has made many misrepresentations that influenced me to act, and those representations harmed me when I realized she didn't actually mean what she represented. Whether she was just reading a script for the promotion of a movie,
okay,
or
as
she
long as
felt
they're
like
not
doing
mis.
a publicity stunt where
true.
somebody was throwing a lavish wedding,
Representations are very
but
good.
had no intention of doing anything else with
Yeah.
any other person who
Mhm.
wrote to her. Whatever the reason
Sad
may
boy.
be, Swift has a duty to not create misrepresentations. So what's a girl to do, you may think? How can Taylor Swift not lead people on?
Gotta give
Well,
her
that
advice.
leads us to our next section. Yeah, I call Lucas entitled a lot, but Russ really has to take the cake in that regard. It's like he has no control over his own actions. He's just tossed around by the gravity of Taylor Swift's actions. Legal ramifications. Realizing that not all of my readers have a legal education like I do, I'll try to make this section as coherent as possible.
Legal education? What?
Yeah, does he
The
actually
illegal
have?
education.
Oh, illegal. That was
Just
a
like-
fun subtitle moment.
No, legal ramifications.
Legal
It
education.
was funny because the subtitle was like illegal ramifications or illegal educations. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was just like, hey, kids, you want to learn?
He's
You want
about
to learn how to make drugs?
He's about to talk down to us. So to give Russell's background in legal things, he's pretty much like the real life Charlie Kelly or whatever.
Oh dear.
He became a paralegal in like twice as long as it was supposed to take at some Mormon college that isn't very reputable.
Evidently.
That sounds redundant.
See, that he
Well,
didn't-
okay, so
Yeah, he got thrown out of court, so clearly it didn't do a great job in teaching him how the law works.
Yeah.
he lost a couple jobs because he was doing this.
Oh no.
Like it's one of the
No.
scenes in his book. They call him into the office and say, "You have to drop this lawsuit against Taylor Swift. People are talking." And he was like, he was working at a law firm, but he was working as like the janitor or something. But they're still just like, "Man, Russell, you can't be making us look this bad. Even our janitor can't be doing this and suing Taylor Swift."
Like, you're part of the community. I mean, you were a part of this community.
don't
I mean, it
know
was
what
nice of them
actu-
to give him a chance.
I can't know what actually happened, but it's like, yeah.
Are we saying this guy's Mormon as well?
His family was, so he didn't get a
Okay.
great start. That's why he was in
No.
Utah or whatever.
Um,
But yeah, obviously he's not Mormon. He's always going on a. He thinks that he shouldn't have to be ashamed for anything because he's disabled. So he's just like, let me post reviews of the time I went to the brothel online under my name and shit
Yeah.
like that. I mean, he's. So I'm telling that stripper just like, oh, you wouldn't talk like that if you knew I was doing this brothel thing.
Doing it for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want some better pay and better something or other and better sex for me, yes.
I love how these people just make me feel better about myself. I mean, I've got Asperger's, and I've done some cringy and downright stupid things in my life. And then I watch about like the cake puncher, or do you remember that guy in the D&D campaign who drugged all the people when he was DM?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, like
Goodness gracious, that
whenever
was horrible.
I hear stories like that. I'm just there like, I'm not so bad. I'm not so bad. Like I've got some good elements about me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Ugh. Still getting the creeps from that drugging my players guy. Ugh.
yeah, that's. It added to the immersion. I'm sure it did.
That is a little bit too much
This
immersion.
is called LARPing.
Yikes.
For starters,
Your D&D's campaign goes better when everybody's unconscious from
And getting
the
stomach
drugs.
pumped. Yeah.
let's establish the United States legal system. The legal system of the United States is referred to as a common law legal system,
Perfect
which
picture
means
to
that
use
the
there,
courts
by
and
the
the
way.
practice of law is based upon precedent.
That's what it reminds me of.
Precedent, not to be confused with the president, essentially means that lower courts must follow the ruling of higher courts. In the United States' legal
Same
system, there are
vibes.
3 levels of courts.
Yeah, true. True.
1, district court / trial court.
Very good.
2, appeals
GIF
court. And
selection
3,
or
the
GIF,
high court.
don't know how it's pronounced.
Each-
No one does.
Yeah.
Well, didn't the creator of GIF say that it is GIF?
Excellent, wonderful, because
No,
in
he
Finnish
said-
we say GIF as well.
He
That's
said it was
insane.
GIF, but we can all tell he's wrong.
We outranked him. We collectively had a vote
We are
as a
many.
civilization.
I'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Oh, sure.
All right.
We'll
All right. Let's listen to some Walter while Walter's gone.
Yeah, indeed. We need some Walter to fill in for Walter.
Each of the 50 states have their own version of the 3-court system, as does the United States' federal government, with the United States Supreme Court being the highest court in the country. So as an example, if an appeals court says that it's unconstitutional, goes against the United States Constitution... Oh, is that what unconstitutional means? I don't have a background in law, so I'm glad Russ could clear that up for me. For a house to be built in the
Honestly,
middle
love
of a
these
busy
games.
street intersection,
We'll
the
watch
lower court
nicer
must
things
abide by that
after
ruling,
this.
unless the lower court can show why it should disregard the appeals court's ruling. That's basically the lowdown of precedent. Now we can continue on to celebrity misrepresentation liability.
Oh, good.
You, my reader, may be
Take it
thinking,
back.
there's no precedent that says Taylor Swift can't say or do what she wants. I care to disagree. Let me explain. There are 2 types of precedent, mandatory and persuasive authority. With mandatory authority, from the Supreme Court, direct appeals courts, lower courts and agencies, etc. must follow the rulings. With persuasive authority, different appeals courts in different jurisdictions, agency rulings and policy settings, lower courts aren't bound to follow, but they can choose to if so persuaded. When it comes to persuasive authority and precedent, courts like to look for a robust consensus of said precedent. Courts want to see that there is a lot of argument towards allowing the persuasion. The majority of my arguments against Taylor Swift and for her liability are admittedly only persuasive authority, but there is a robust consensus with what I argue. The Federal Trade Commission is my saving grace. It makes my
What?
seemingly insane comments sane.
I'm
Fed-
trying to wrap my head around what the hell that means. And yeah, this is a perfect time to pause. This is me.
Right?
I'm like, okay,
Also-
I'm an English major. I should be just about able to understand this language. But I'm here like, yeah, fancy words, and you're not really saying anything, are you?
That sounds like legalese to me. But also,
Yeah,
I love the
indeed.
fact that even he said my seemingly insane arguments.
comments.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Federal Trade Commission. I fail to see how these things connect. Only Russell can see that.
Federal Trade Commission.
Once again, I don't have a background in law, so maybe I just can't follow Russ's legal brilliance. But it's getting late, and this section's kind of putting me to sleep, so let's wrap this up for today.
And neither can his boss
And I'll be back if there's still more interest.
at the law firm.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's basically the gist of what you do, isn't it there, Walter? Like that's,
Yeah, when I'm lucky, I'll cover people. The rest of the time, I just cover random Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Just trying a big spotlight on the crazy.
Yeah, and,
I really like it.
yeah.
Yeah, the rest was pretty much just me shouting out my patrons. So.
Let's see. We've got a lot. Oh yeah, this. Bomb, bomb.
Ooh, Darwin Awards. These are fun.
Well, very smart, very smart, very smart,
Yeah.
and badum.
No.
Oh,
And she's like, "How could that happen? Do you not know
Like-
how champagne works?"
Yeah.
She took it. She has a chin. See that?
Very
I'm a bit confused about why this is being featured on Darwin Awards, though. She seems alive to me.
It's never gonna
Oh,
kill you, but I
no.
guess.
I actually thought she was just gonna do something stupid like dangle off the edge of the balcony or some shit like that. But
I don't understand why she stepped up there in the first place.
Think to get as far away from people as possible.
Maybe.
And why
And
do
she's
you
like, nope.
shake that frigging bottle? Come on!
Well,
If you're
she
supposed to be
obvious.
drinking that.
Somebody like distracted her supremely. They must have like. They must have really done something over there, right?
oh
Mm.
god, this is from Philip DeFranco. Passengers accused of masturbating 4 times on the Southwest flight.
But
And
How do they even have that much stamina?
right, he was publicly masturbating and told FBI officials he thought the whole incident was kind of kinky.
how long is that flight?
From Seattle to
Half
Phoenix.
an hour.
Yeah,
It's not even very. That's
a
not even very long.
touchy situation. After one of the passengers pulled out his pants
Actually, a
and
joke
masturbated.
I said half an hour randomly, but it's probably not super far from the truth.
3-hour flight.
I mean, yeah.
3?
Half
What?
an hour, 3 hour flight.
That can't be right. Phoenix is in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Oh,
gonna
wait,
say.
maybe
I was gonna say
I-
2 hours, but I guess.
Now we're doing loop-de-loops.
I got Arizona mixed up with Nevada in my head. I don't know where Arizona is exactly.
And I'm
It's in
here
the
with
same
my
kind
US
of-
map like, I know where Washington is. Yay!
I have a hard time picturing how that's longer than 2 hours.
According to him, but the Daily Beast.
And even that seems slow.
It's
Midpoint.
a
Yeah,
big country. It's a surprisingly big country.
It is.
It is, but I can go from basically right next to Michigan to Seattle in 4 hours. And that seems like it's longer than twice as far.
I guess it really depends on.
Maybe the winds were against them at the time.
Maybe.
Big.
Or they artificially
well-
slowed the flight down, maybe for some reason.
I wanted to say it'd be 2 hours, but I don't know.
You could probably pull off 2 hours, but maybe there were other factors.
Speaking of pulling.
Yeah,
something
like
off,
having a masturbating person over there who they had to calm down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta slow the flight down because you don't want to miss out on that kind of show.
Indeed, like for your entertainment today.
You don't want the man to feel rushed, you know.
Indeed, like I know
Take
that we're kind of in a
time.
hurry, but
This is surprisingly complicated. Like, exposed his penis, pulling down his pants and shorts, and began masturbating. Dude, just get a blanket if you're going to do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're going to do
Well,
it,
that's
you
not
could
the
be a
point. You're
little...
missing the point, though. He wanted to be seen.
Taking pictures of engaging in the
Ah.
act after he fell asleep. The female, oh, of course, typical. Female passenger, fruit curls, member experience, and was asked to move to another seat.
After she took some keepsakes, you know.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, that guy can't be right in the head. That is so weird.
like just like think about it. He did it 4 times and then he fell asleep at
No,
some
no,
point.
No. Expected to reach orgasm at least once since she stole him and licked the white substance off his fingers.
No,
That's-
no.
that's just recycling.
I mean, it's the
Is
circle
this
of
last name Chan?
life.
It's a perpetual motion machine.
God.
Allegedly masturbating orgasm agent, 2 FBI agents. Damn, those FBI agents must be pretty sexy. Said he asked the woman to report it if she minded doing it. Said the woman simply put her hands in the air and said it really doesn't matter.
That's a weird response.
That seems
Hey,
like
do you
a
mind
woman
if I
who's just-
whack off in front of you? I don't really care. It doesn't matter.
He's banned from traveling on the airline for life. You can see his criminal complaint below. That's really the whole story. I'm just like, did he get on the plane with this plan in mind, or did he like just at the spur of the moment
On the fly, so to speak.
on the or the unzip the fly?
Yeah.
I believe as a fly.
I believe something's flying anyway.
Right, here's a tip for people: if the person next to you asks you if it's okay if they masturbate in front of you on the plane, do not answer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, does anyone remember Joe Hundley?
No.
No.
He's the one who there was like this crying baby on the plane, and he like slapped it and called it the N-word, and it started
Oh
bleeding.
yeah,
and
that.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
they had to like land the plane, and it turned out this guy, I mean, he got in trouble and he lost his job and all this, but he was on the way to like take his son off life support, so he was getting drunk on the
Oh.
plane. And it's like, damn, this is a real fucking feel good story.
Yeah, Jesus.
Like
That's
nothing about
brutal.
this is good.
Like I can't think of very many times where I would. Okay, not I wouldn't forgive him for all of those things, but I would forgive him for calling somebody horrible names under the situation he was in. But
Yeah, I know.
okay, that's one
Slapping
of
a
the few
baby's a
times I'll
little,
forgive that.
Yeah.
you know, if you get banned from the Academy Awards for 10 years for slapping Chris Rock, then imagine slapping a baby.
This is pretty cool. This is the nuclear reactors starting up. And I have to admit, it does make me think of A. Chernobyl and B. the arc reactor from Iron Man. Whoa.
It was so cool and so scary at the same time.
Those are the literal rods that like fucked up in Chernobyl and caused all the problems.
I've heard about the blue flash. That's what people who died to radiation.
I imagine this room is completely empty at this point.
Well, yeah.
Congratulations! Just watching this video, you're now all ghouls.
Hey there, smooth skin.
As long as I don't have to be a feral one, I'm alright.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
they lucked out in a way because they're resistant to radiation now.
yeah.
Perhaps we have just a gang of Dr. Manhattans now.
Oh.
One is bad enough.
Even Dr. Manhattan is a gang, apparently.
I thought I could get a front plate from armor, and when I took it out from the dead Russian, it was like, what is this? They're using MacBooks as armor. The Russians are so desperate.
Yeah. That's actually the opposite of proper scavenging, because that's just more expensive armor.
Right? And easier breaking. You might as well use cardboard. Look at this shit.
It's all chewed up already, too.
You could see the part where it didn't do its job. Right there.
Yeah, I heard that jobs went away already. Yeah, I'm filled with dad jokes today. And I'm not even sorry.
It means you're in a good mood.
Should never be sorry.
Yeah, like if I were to have a child for every single dad joke I've ever told, I would be the father of a village full of children already.
I always find the best dad jokes these days actually come from women. They seem to be obsessed with dad jokes and kind of make it their own.
They are wonderful.
Naerina's passing through a village and leaving all the ladies pregnant.
Damn.
Maybe it was
they're just ladies.
Ladies.
Maybe it was just never a dad thing in the first place.
Yeah, they were originally mom jokes.
Another glass ceiling that they had to break through. Take back your
It's just appropriated them.
I'm taking back my jokes.
It's reparations.
No, I mean...
I like it.
Oh, they stopped doing this. It was the gist was they had to close the Brooklyn Bridge because there was a guy who was trying to kill himself by being on top of the giant cables, and there's footage of them basically just climbing up to, like, there's a bunch of people climbing up and trying to like talk him down. Apparently he went down, like he didn't jump off.
Well, that's good.
But that's crazy. Like, you don't see that nearly as much anymore. Like, I'll jump, I'll do it. Let's see. Boop, boop. He's like, the hell was that? The hell was what?
That's a great disguise for that.
He's like, no, it couldn't have been him. It had to be something else.
Like, that's way too professional. Yeah, you just don't know what I'm professional at.
He was so casual about it too, just like, whoop.
Yeah, like, you don't have to make a big number out of it.
It's great.
I'm very professional.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't know where I need to go and be arrested. I
I
know
love this
Chris.
guy's Twitter
I would never
handle.
do something like this.
What is it?
Yeah.
Ning.
That sounds like someone with a constipation.
It sounds like the guy on the airplane in the other story.
Yeah.
The
Before or
body
after the
is
sleeping?
round.
Anyways, roll it up against me. Everybody knows how sweet and good.
Sure, Alex. Sure, everyone knows you're sweet and good.
This is crazy. I don't even know this cat. I'm out here. And some cat just came over to rub up against me. I'm out here like in a park. Anyways, roll it up against me.
Of course,
Everybody
that
knows
cat
I'm
wants food.
It's funny how
he-
much more Chris Chan's cats hate Chris Chan than like that.
They're good judges of character.
God, they flip out constantly, and Chris Chan has a history of just like.
Well, yeah.
And do I want to say
Don't talk the
killing?
cats around.
Do I want to say killing animals? But you know, taking care of animals so badly that they end up dead immediately.
Mistreating.
Oh God, have you seen
Or
about this?
misrepresenting.
I know, it's like I used to think, oh, it's awful that they put Chris in charge of a person, and
Yeah, well, it was awful. It was
Somebody
about.
had 5 fetuses in their house?
Oh, you didn't hear about this? So,
No.
Lauren, it's actually been updated since then, and it gets far worse. She's an anti-abortion activist, and it wasn't 5; it was 110.
Oh.
Yeah, claims she blessed and buried 110 fetuses on top of. She went to the back of abortion clinics to find the babies and the fetuses and.
Like she went
give
into the
them-
hazmat dumpster or something?
Yeah.
Story, new information in a story we brought you last week about the 5 aborted fetuses that DC found inside of a Capitol Hill apartment.
110 more fetuses now part of this investigation. Fox 9's Kitty
100
Barlow back
Itai.
on that scene with the
Like,
latest.
where do you keep those? Like, yeah, just don't go to the
Good afternoon to both
refrigerator or
of you.
something like
Lauren
that.
Handy, who was
Well,
indicted
they
last
said
week
buried
on
some,
federal
maybe her
charges
backyard?
related to an abortion.
Yeah, but like before
anti-abortion
they were buried.
Well, yeah, you gotta have a special freezer or something, I guess, right?
Yeah, have like an ice box at least.
protest.
Yeah, like,
at an
yeah,
abortion
go to the
clinic
ice
here
box. It's like right behind the fetuses over there. There's the
in
ice cream.
Washington, D.C. Also lived here on Capitol
that or
Hill,
it's
and
real
that's
stinky in
where
there.
D.C. police recovered what they say are 5 fetuses. They're a part of an ongoing investigation. But today, Handy, as a part of a press conference with her anti-abortion activist group, told reporters that there were 110 other aborted fetuses that they recovered.
She famously
People
said
are-
when she was caught, this is gonna look really bad. That's what she told people. When you find out what's inside, this is gonna look really bad. She knew
Oh,
what she was
self-awareness.
doing.
You don't say.
Yeah,
oh, these
That's
people
why-
are fucking nuts, right?
that's why. Look,
So
there she is.
handy.
There, just like she knows it's all over. She's gonna spend probably a good time in a mental institute.
Yeah, like this is the face of
hope.
the person who was like, yeah, I stole a heck of a lot of fetuses and just buried them. Oh, yeah, all right, that's something that happened. Yep.
Covered as a part of their anti-abortion advocacy.
Lauren Handy and I went to Washington Surgery Center to engage in anti-abortion advocacy. Upon arrival, we saw a truck labeled Curtis Bay Medical Waste Services parked outside. We approached the driver, who was about to load 2 large boxes with biohazard symbols onto his truck. We asked him if he knew what was in the boxes,
No
and
fucking
after
way.
he said no, we told him, dead babies. The driver was visibly shaken.
Oh wow! From this abortion clinic? You don't say.
Yeah,
He was not
what-
surprised. This is a lie.
What kind of a driver would give a shit about that?
I
I
don't
mean,
get
of
paid
course, yeah,
enough.
like if you worded like dead babies, yeah, to be
That's
sure,
how they
I'd be
always
shocked
say
too.
it. Yeah,
Of
that's how
course
they
do.
all. That's how they never say it like the clinical way. They never say it the correct way. It always
Yeah,
has to
it's
be the
like,
most.
yeah, there's that got like
You
Oh
a-
my
killed
god,
little
what
Lump
kind
cell.
of medical waste could I possibly be moving?
It
Right.
must
The
be,
activist
it
told the
must be something
driver
else.
that they wanted to take what they
Yeah.
assumed were human remains and give them a proper funeral. Now, today the group told reporters there were
hold on, pause.
110
Yeah. hold on.
first.
Go for it.
I'm confused by that sign. It says, "In their names we fight." There's this list of names. Who
Fetus
names
1, fetus 2,
that they're going
fetus
to
3.
They made up
So
the
we
names.
have Dog, we
hold
have
on.
Happy, we
Wait,
have...
wait,
Who names a
Wait.
fetus that they're going into a clinic to have aborted?
Nobody.
Oh.
I think these
Are these-
people just
are the
looked at them like,
activists
this
making up
one looks
names
like
for them?
Carl.
Yeah.
I was
You
gonna
can't
talk
name
about that
somebody
woman.
else's fetus.
That woman
That's
they used
rude.
to make fun of on Something Awful. You know, the quote, "Your poison womb is making heaven too fucking crowded," because she lost like 10
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
10
no.
babies or whatever, but that's not the same as going in and getting them aborted. It's like, yeah, I think I'll
Yeah.
give them a name, Little Trevin.
Also, if they just have the names like as little or small or darling dear and then the last name of the mother, that would be just like, I wouldn't say necessarily doxing, but very much
Almost.
hinting at
It's
people.
half doxing.
Yeah, it's half doxing. Yeah,
It's
absolutely. I'd be
oxing.
like, no.
What
Yeah,
if you're the
yeah,
only
oxing,
person in
yeah.
town with your particular last name, right?
Yeah, like if I were to go to the US to have an abortion with my very Finnish last name, I'd be there like, which one could it be?
Especially
Right.
just don't like stigmatize people for it, but it's like, fucking come on.
Trimester aborted fetuses
Not everyone wants
that they
these things
buried
thrown
with the
back in
help
their
of a
face, of
Catholic
course.
priest.
Indeed.
However, they did not get an independent medical examiner to confirm that. Now, the remaining 5...
Oh, hi, Fox. It's good that you're going to have a completely an unbiased take on this.
fetuses were
I
kept
wonder
in
which side
Handy's
of this
apartment.
Yeah.
The activist
whole
said they
topic they're
coordinated
on.
with attorneys to alert the D.C.
Pow. It's like an island in the South Seas. Pow.
homicide unit about the location of the fetuses. Now,
I bet they make a nice
we spoke
curry
to
over
earlier
there.
today would not confirm the
pineapple.
tip that they received about the biohazard material that was reported here at a home on Capitol Hill, whether that came from Handy or any of her fellow anti-abortion activists in that group. We also reached out to Curtis Bay Management Company, who allegedly employed the driver that the activists referred to in the press conference today. We did not get a response to them. However, we did get a statement from the National Abortion Federation when we reached out to the Washington Surgery Center here in Washington, D.C., and they said abortion providers comply with state and federal laws that regulate medical tissue for all healthcare providers to ensure that it is handled safely, appropriately, and respectfully. Further, false claims about abortion and people who need this care have contributed to hundreds of medically unnecessary and politically motivated state restrictions that push safe and affordable abortion care out of reach. Guys?
Notice how they didn't put that part up on screen.
Yeah, I know, these fucking lazy assholes. I get a bunch of comments complaining if I did that.
Right.
Katie, so the medical examiner retrieved the fetuses. The activists want the medical examiner to conduct full autopsies on them. So any update on that request?
Like, how small are these fetuses?
What?
Probably
Why did
is-
they want to do...
Why an autopsy? What?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
why?
what's the
They're
reason for
they're
death?
putting
Like, what do you
yeah.
think?
They're putting the seed of doubt into it because they want to find something illicit so they can have
Yeah,
anything
like-
to salvage.
Like,
how they
yeah, I
talk.
poisoned all of these, like, fetuses with arsenic or something. Yeah, absolutely. They did not die because they were, removed from the womb too early to be full, mature babies. Who would have guessed?
We reached out to the D.C. medical examiner who wouldn't provide us a request for comment. They actually directed us to Mayor Bowser's office. We followed up.
Bowser?
I'm
Bowser!
glad I'm not the only one that.
Yeah, that's just like no way. I'm just picturing Bowser in a suit right now, having a very like professional.
You don't
press-
even have
press
to.
conference.
Okay, I'm assuming there was this one time where it's like Obama endorses Bowser, and it turned out there was some woman named Muriel Bowser, and I'm assuming that's what we're hearing about right now, right?
All right.
I
It's
guess
just
people
like
made a bunch of memes about it.
the mental image I got.
Yeah. You don't even have to picture it though. Just take a look at the current president of Nintendo. Nintendo is actually being led by somebody named Bowser right now, which is hilarious.
I didn't even think Bowser was a real name, you know?
It is, apparently.
But apparently Britain is also a real country, so I learn more every day.
Egad.
It is not, you liar.
I thought it was just something we made up for the shits and giggles. Have you heard those accents?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Weird.
Let's have a look then and see what this is.
Good thing you don't have one of those.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Rogue.
his
don't know how
face.
accurate this thing is, but like Ben Franklin's making.
That's funny.
Yeah, you were saying about Assassin's Creed. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm keeping this on loop though.
That's what I was doing today is playing Assassin's Creed Rogue, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but Ben
You're making your
Franklin's
own
like
look.
making chemical weapons.
Oh goodness.
I don't know if Ben Franklin did that, but
I could imagine him
Yeah.
doing it when
Yeah.
shit faced. And look what
Yeah,
I've
that
done.
was
I've
kind of a
created
weird one.
anthrax.
I have an idea, lads.
I was
There's
kind of
a marvelous
wondering
idea.
why Chris Chan's on the $100 bill.
Well, if you want some good Britishness in Assassin's Creed, when you get to Valhalla, that thing's almost entirely in England.
Oh god, I forgot about this.
That
Now, who do you think? Who do you think's gonna pop up?
if it's hashtag Oscars, it must be Will Smith.
No, this is before that. Just before that came.
Oh,
Mr. T.
All
in
right.
that case, no idea.
All right. Watch this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did not expect to see that.
Popping up in a Barbie movie.
Harvey, hey,
love
I got a
looks
wonderful
nothing
idea.
like him either.
No one looks like any real person in these cartoons, but
To be honest, this doesn't even really look like Barbie stuff, does it?
modern
No.
Barbie goes into. But I think they look more like brats, but like I don't.
Yeah.
Braxy now.
Could be
Yeah,
taken.
like
Could be going to some bad places.
airplanes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
islands, like many an island. Oh god, whenever you see something like that, like whenever you say OJ is on on screen before obviously all that happened, you know, you just kind of back of your mind, you just can't separate the two anymore.
Yeah.
All right, here's a great example of amazing buffering. Apparently, boom.
It's pretty powerful buffering.
That's some strong buffering right there.
I had a really bad one the other day.
Oh, here we are.
There's a video of Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Bate. He's like probably the worst horror cow there ever was.
Go on.
He's actually in prison for like 30 years for like molesting his
Oh no.
his little sister.
Ah.
Oh
And there's
god.
a picture of him playing with his little sister.
Oh no.
And he keeps making like inappropriate jokes the whole time, and it's just very difficult to watch. And
Was he the one with the really bad teeth and hair?
yes,
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Medicare doing a video on him. Oh.
his actual name was Stoutzenberger or something, but he called himself Nick Bate. Everyone always says Bates, but
Yeah, that went to some brown territory. Let's just say
it was awful.
it was pretty bad. Go
Yeah.
and look up that if you ever want to be like, oh shit, there's all the warning signs.
Yeah, I watched that. I read that thread to get over when I found out about what Chris Chan did. It's like, god damn.
This is just like a quick case of someone being an absolute bitch. Oh!
That is incredibly loud.
Very
Yeah.
loud.
Can you turn that down if you're gonna redo it?
Yeah, I could do it. Oh.
Thanks.
A proper wrestling slap.
Get Ric Flair over here.
Yeah. What a bitch.
You're better than me. I hate you. Yeah.
That's not fair. Mum said I should win this time.
Right?
So now you've not only lost the tennis match, but you're also going to jail.
Or at least
job.
getting fined.
Fine job
Really?
with it though. Haha.
I need context. Did he just do this?
Oh yeah,
Or-
yeah. He just did it because he lost a match to him, and when they were going
Or
to
was
shake
it
hands
because
after.
was there like a contentious call, or just he just decided to slap the other guy?
Step face after losing a match. A spark.
It's not clear why it says right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere, I guess.
Well, I guess that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slapping people.
We saw it at the Oscars. Now we're just gonna.
That,
They
That's
just try to
punishment,
go with
it's
the
okay.
trend. Waiting for the TikTok trend of slapping people around.
Oh, give
And
it.
if we see aliens, we're gonna be like, "Welcome to Earth, motherfucker."
Send in Will Smith.
No, the ultimate slapping.
I have a
god.
question. What are bourbon biscuits?
Oh, bourbon biscuits. I think I've eaten them on stream before. They're made out of like
Biscuits. With
sandwich.
Okay.
Buttercream was introduced.
Dark chocolate flavored biscuits with a chocolate buttercream
Looks
filling.
nice.
They are great.
Never heard of it, but it looks
Oh,
nice.
that looks lovely though.
They are very.
Yeah, so I mean, biscuits are like what I'd call cookies, right?
Yeah.
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 People on Twitter are encouraged to share their biscuit jokes with one social media. People are stuck in traffic supposed to be going ginger nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, so many cups of tea. So many cups of tea that will never be dipped.
That's a lot of freebies.
I'd say. Look at all the digestive.
Pardon me, sir. Allow me to pull over and help you give these poor lost souls a good home.
Let me bury these in my backyard.
I'll give him a name.
This is
I'm
how.
not supposed to be the one with the horrible jokes. Come on.
I was just gonna say that if you buried it in the backyard, a bunch of digestive trees might start growing.
Ooh, that'd be
lovely.
Digestive cookies are just tasty.
They are. So filling. A bourbon spread road at full out boxes.
I think I've had bourbon chocolate. It's pretty good stuff.
They're fairly cheap.
Yeah, I
over
haven't,
here.
but it looks nice. I would try it.
Let's have a
You
look
need to have a tea party.
Yeah. There you go.
They'll supply
Heard of
the
Rambling's
biscuits.
tea party.
Before we go on, if you're enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description for our guests and yours truly's social media and channels, respectively. And if you want to help out in a more financial way, we have a stream goal. Anything given towards will be divvied up between Krenda and myself. That last part's completely optional, so don't forget to enjoy yourselves. And
The other part's not optional. Do those other things.
yeah, that's true. Give us some cash money. I thought this was actually a pretty good. Did you know?
Do you know that for
Or
Soul?
did you-
Before Pixar
Yeah.
released any details to the public, a black chauffeur told director Kemp Powers that he knew Pixar was making a black movie because he had never driven so many black people to Pixar before.
It's pretty clever on his part. He'd be like,
Yeah,
"You're
indeed,
doing,
yeah.
you're doing something, aren't you?" You know.
I don't see a pattern here.
Hey, you notice how if you're black, you can pull off this look that you can't if you're white. You can just wear like a trilby and glasses, and you don't look like you're a nice guy.
Hey, without this look, you wouldn't have a channel.
Oh.
So many of your lolcows. Yeah.
Fun fact: I own a trilby and I have glasses, so
Get
yeah.
yourself a black turtleneck and you're good to go.
I
Yeah, but
actually
the
do
question,
have one.
Naerina, question is, Naerina, do you have that mustache?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Someone we haven't seen in a while. Let's,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
you can work on it.
mustache, yeah.
You can work on it.
I think you could
I'll
pull
try
it
my
off.
very best.
We haven't seen Daily Doses in a while. We were talking about him earlier, so.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is your...
By the way, get this. He asked on Twitter if in my voice, what do you want me to say out loud? First come, first serve. And I put down, say Onision sucks, and the anti-O group started following me on Twitter.
Awesome. I was actually thinking as well. While I would hate to have Onision on our show, as like actually Onision on our show, I think it would be hilarious if somebody got this guy and Onision together as guests at the same time.
Oh, we should tell DP that. Oh no, he's never coming back on DP.
Onision's one of the. I think Onision's one of the few people I actually hate on YouTube.
Yeah, he deserves
fair.
it. He deserves the rage.
Yeah, the
He-
more things I
disgusting.
hear about that man, I'm like, yeah, no. Nope.
No.
Nope, nope,
All
nope,
the
nope, nope.
no.
I'm still not exactly happy that Chris Hansen went to his place. That kind of sets a precedent for going to YouTubers' places. I don't like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
but it was funny at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And how Billy the Fridge afterwards went to his court hearing, missed it, and then they drove back with what's that scumbag's name, Joe, in tow, and it resulted in some very memeable moments.
Wasn't that wrong? Chris Hansen said, or something like that.
Wait, didn't he do it more than once though? Didn't he? No, he tried to get a meeting with. He got Onision got an interview.
Yeesh.
I think with Keemstar. Was it?
Onision
I don't
actually
know.
offered to give. Okay, it's a very complicated story, and I don't know the whole thing, but
With his
Onision
publicist.
definitely
Water.
offered to give Chris Hansen an interview, and he just wouldn't give him like terms that anyone would agree to, really.
Yeah.
And then Chris
Yeah.
Hansen showed up at his house, and then he called 911 and said, Chris Hansen's stalking me. So all the comments were just people like, well, we'll send the cops in after you. Because somehow they got a hold of the 911 tapes. I guess you can request those
Oh yeah.
if you're willing to pay the $50 for them or whatever, which Chris Hansen could do because he's going to make a bunch of money from it.
Mm.
I don't know.
I was following that pretty crazy. Eventually, it all kind of died off for me. Like, I don't give a shit about Onision. I just thought it was funny that the anti-O group is still incredibly like active, and anytime I think they might have like just a search looking constantly for him anytime if they see like Onision. What I say? Oh, it's something bad. It's something bad about him. Good, he's our friend now. Which, for the record, I do not like Onision, but some people who go after Onision aren't great either. Chris Hansen, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy is not Chris. This is neither Chris Hansen or Onision. He is the Daily Dose guy, and he has given his blessing that we watch his stuff going forward. So I think that's pretty cool of him.
He noticed
enough.
us.
Yay!
Ah!
Oh.
Oh God! Oh! Was not expecting it to be so
Oh.
visceral. Whoa!
This guy was kind enough to give his pet pig a blanket.
Have your blanket.
Pig in a blanket.
Taking a
Delicious.
blanket. Oh, it's snoring. Whoa!
Thinks it's a dog.
Gonna lose your arm.
Speaking of doggos.
I think it needs a diet. The pig.
Get more.
Yeah, spank that ass.
You can see the exact moment when the
Yeah.
person using the saw realizes that something isn't right.
Oh no.
Wait.
Is this the most unathletic person of all time?
No, because that's me.
Good job.
This dog was
Aww.
That was good. I like that.
blown away by this magic trick.
Oh. 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 Oh.
I've seen that one before. I love that doggy.
Oh, Jesus!
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Probably should have expected that, though.
This guy was working out when the owner of the gym saw him lift 400 pounds.
Very poorly as well. Poor spine.
Nothing. Jeez.
These guys use their dog to swipe on a dating app.
I gotta try that.
Oh, you're just
It is a
setting
good
up dates
point.
with everybody.
Indeed. And just like you can just start the conversation with like, yeah, well, you've been chosen by the good boy.
Yes.
Oh, I know many people who, like, if you have a dog, I will date you just for the dog. You know, standards can be surprisingly low. I say
think
that
we're
while
gonna have to
looking
go ahead
right
and
at
do that,
Lady.
No.
Oh. Duck. Kitty. 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 Kitty.
Kitty's got good reflexes.
Hmm?
Kitty.
Here's a cool device acrobats will use to practice their moves.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool.
I want one.
That is the
Suppose
end of
you
this
do some
video. I really
gymnastics
hope you
practice,
enjoyed,
so neat.
and I'll see
I don't know where I would keep it, but I want one of those.
I think we could get one in the living room. Oh yeah, didn't see this movie. Might as well see we haven't watched this one either.
Hello
That'd be a
everyone,
while.
this is your daily
They're
dose
quick.
of internet.
Yeah.
I've seen this one
Whoosh.
already.
Dun 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 dun.
Dangers of living in Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're well established. You're well used to this stuff, aren't you?
Mm.
I've
You just
heard
gotta make sure you don't
stories.
look him in the eye. That's why he's
Usually I see like movies as if I'm driving, but yeah, sure.
I hear they're very territorial.
Sorry, not mooses, it's the elk. For
Yeah.
and such.
Whoa! Oh Jesus!
Oh.
What?
This Twitch
I
streamer
was not expecting that.
Goodness
is
gracious.
proof that you shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet.
I will quickly show you why I have a green screen today. I am not making my bet today. No, we're not doing that. No.
An alligator
It's not
hurt
even
this
a
car
cat.
Hey, if it works for you, do it. You know.
engine and wanted to compete. For a brief second, this guy forgot that his friend has Tourette's syndrome.
Are you talking about me?
Wow, sinister.
Be very, very careful.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
a bit off-putting it until you're like, oh yeah, context.
Be careful. Stop, Gary. Stop.
Ireland. That's hardcore Irish accent right there. Let's hear this. So I can try to pin it down. I'll actually need your help on this, lady. Come in and say hi, for God's sake. Your hands have been there. Just say hi. Hello. She's all shy.
No.
Oh, shy all of a sudden.
I am always shy.
Okay, so
She called her out like that. That's why.
she's been on camera before.
Careful. Stop, Gary. Stop. What? Gary, there's a deaf Dalmatian in the area. Okay, just be careful.
What the hell?
I know those sides well.
Very specific.
What accent was that? Sounded. I'm gonna say Colchi.
It was someone Gochi.
You know, don't you? And you're trying to see if I can
No,
spell.
I'm terrible with accents.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right, you're useless. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Yeah. Go back in the cage.
Wagey, get back in your cagey.
Woo!
Oh,
Woo!
Bye.
If you have an iPad and an iPhone, you can do this really cool trick to transfer photos.
What?
Cool.
That is.
How is
cool.
this black sorcery?
Fuck yeah. See, we are in the future. Okay, that's cool.
Heck no, because of
I found it really
heights,
cute.
but that's cool.
It's
If
it's
that
cool.
was-
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
If that guy was about a foot lower, he
Yep.
wouldn't have feet anymore.
They did.
That looks fun as
Video
hell.
of a
though.
brave dog that needed a shot from the vet.
Aw,
So in love.
just looking up into her eyes.
You wouldn't hurt me, would you?
Over the past few days, this video of the spider has
fuck?
gone extremely viral. It's called a demon-horned orb weaver.
It's a demon, all right.
Hell!
Glorious.
It's impressive. It's something that I would not want near me, but still.
That sounds like something you'd find on the planet Katachan.
Right?
Catachan or Catacan?
Yeah, that's the one.
Catachan can.
That is the end of this video.
It's Catty Cat. That's what it's called.
Catty cat
video.
cat.
I really hope you enjoyed,
Meow, meow.
and I'll see you guys again very, very soon.
This cat is so chill.
Very, very soon.
Aww.
It's wondering when it's gonna next get its tuna. It's just romantically daydreaming of tins of tuna.
Are we on this going into this tuna store right now, Mom?
Sure. You see, they're going off to get groomed. We'll have all the tuna you want, but first you need to be a big boy today. No, I know where this is going.
I don't want it. You promised me, Mom.
I don't want to go to the cat spa.
Let's see. We have to show Walter King Coves.
Yep, and don't forget sausage time after that.
Yep. So we have to find all right, so
Not that Walter's.
What the hell is with his naming conventions?
Joke.
It's a joke.
Joke.
Well, some people like doing really badly on YouTube.
That's true. I'm salty about the fact that he's getting
Street
2,000 views more than me with these freaking titles.
Oh, he's very. He'd be a well established. He already is established, but for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, food hack.
All right, food hack. Wait, that's half an hour. Like, no way.
Well, we skipped through it, obviously.
Okay.
What up, YouTube? We're gonna do a custom ramen noodle recipe.
Ramen.
We're gonna start with our instant lunch ramen noodles.
Here, let me show you half of this cup.
Flavor. Yes. You watching this, YouTube?
Critical
Pour it
often
into a
watches
bowl.
his food hacks.
Wait, is this guy not a troll? How could he not be?
No,
he's legit.
Not
He's
even
like,
slightly.
"Oh, let me take the cup that's made to make it more,
Well, it's because he has to add.
convenient.
He has to add 10 more things like crunched up Doritos and.
Yeah, he adds
Mountain
Doritos
Dew
to
and
most.
stuff.
Oh yeah, I actually recreated some of his recipes.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
This has to be a fucking troll, right?
This
No.
guy's a real human being. The world is magical.
If he's a troll, then he's a far better actor and very dedicated to the bit than we all expected him to be.
Salmon.
Well, people still to this day come into my videos and say that Lucas is a troll, and it's like, if he's a troll, then he's completely destroyed his life for the troll, and I applaud him.
Yeah.
And same here. This guy is a troll in the exact same way that Lucas is a troll.
Well, he's a lolcow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that, he's somebody who you suspect to be a troll but isn't.
Yeah, it's like you can't think this guy's real, but the more like he has
But
decades, he has documentaries about it.
He's like trying to get the entire bingo board about neckbeards made about him. It's like he's trying to check everything. He's like, my shirt's perfect, my trench coat's perfect, neckbeard's perfect.
I don't even know where to start with trying to. All right, the most famous thing he ever did was he was on the BBC. Even covered this. He tried to give his sex doll a boob job by sort of infusing silicone into the chest. It started a fire. The police and emergency services were called. When it got there, he was so embarrassed. He said that it was they tried this. Two black crackheads tried to steal it, and when they couldn't do it for whatever reason, they set fire to the place. When he basically just had to immediately retract the statement when no one believed him.
So what you're saying is he made the hottest sex doll ever.
It's definitely melted in your definitely melted.
Definitely the highest physical temperature.
Yeah.
I got it open.
He's got albums. He's got merch. He's sponsored by Tactical Soap, even though he's not sponsored by
Very
Tactical
poorly
Soap.
spelled merch at that.
Yeah.
Right, he's a neckbeard and he's sponsored by soap.
Yeah. Also, he's a wizard and he sells wands.
Oh yeah, he makes his own wands. He's also a
How
hard.
old is he?
About older than me, actually. I think by a year or two. Like
In his 30s, I think,
Yeah.
somewhere.
I mean, there is the legend of how to become a wizard online. You guys have heard it, right?
No.
Chris Chan became a wizard, but Lucas Werner did not.
Yeah.
Lucas Werner only made it to 27.
Yep. So if you're 30 and still a virgin, you become a wizard.
Nah, he's,
Oh, wow.
we know his ex-girlfriend, who's now a far more successful YouTuber. So I don't think he's a virgin anyway.
No, nobody
But-
told me that. I would have waited a little longer.
Yeah.
It just pools up. Your chakras kind of realign in between your legs.
Yeah.
But there's so much.
Then you can have an
so-
explosive night the next night, and you're okay. 'Cause you got 30.
Did you ever see Scary Movie where every time the cum shots, the girl would always be blasted back? That's
Yeah,
kinda
exactly.
That's basically the whole situation.
Oh man, that was so.
Okay.
Spooge magic.
So that's some water.
Yeah, the movies were so weird back then. If you
Break
look
it
at
up
them.
into pieces a bit.
And somatic dance.
I mean, that's the smartest thing he's done. Is you got to break up your ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this, YouTube.
This is great camera work.
What I mean, you just
However,
put it in
you
the cup,
probably should be a
yes,
little stronger.
theoretically.
Yeah. This is kind of sad.
Where's the ball, Luke?
What is going on here? Oh, he
Put it
just
in the
really
bowl,
wants
just
to break it up.
like it.
Perhaps he wants to do it tied, not to make a mess. So tidily, yeah, that's how you say it, tidily, yeah.
Tidily.
Tidily diddly do.
It's 1:30 over here. I'm here like
Well, before you
English
add all
right.
the other fun stuff to it, we're gonna add some
I
water.
usually
now
just
and
punch it a few
microwave
times, and it's good.
Microwave
Ramen or the
ramen.
language?
Delicious.
Right, let's skip on ahead because he's a very visceral eater. I introduced her earlier today
Right back.
to his cheeseburger hack from McDonald's, where he put a donut in between it. It's a lot of mayonnaise then on top of that donut.
That bowl of ramen is very hot.
It's pure.
Let it cool off for a second.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Heresy.
I've recreated some of his meals.
So
In
now
theory,
like a
they could be
Mexican
passable if
four-style
you've
cheese-
just been like dumped and you're in a hardcore alcoholic spiral and you're like, I need something, anything. So you just take everything and just throw it onto a pan and then cover it in lard. That's kind of how he cooks.
These blends from Ukraine.
You're not in a good place when you think what he makes is really,
Three of
really.
their AA hard.
Did you ever see the stuff that
Some
Lucas
salmon,
made
sardines,
at the
Yeah.
homeless shelter?
sauce.
Good
Oh.
lord.
God, that was bad.
Now we're gonna drain the liquid
I remember
off
him
as
making
carefully as
something,
we
but I can't for the love of me remember what it was, and I think it might be a good thing.
Yeah.
can into the
One
sink,
time
the
he
block.
decided in the
We don't want too
toaster
much
oven that he was just gonna make a 25-ounce T-bone
God
steak,
damn it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fucking horror fucker.
and then he put mayonnaise on it, which
No!
he put mayonnaise on it before he cooked it, and he likes to wrap things in bacon. I forget if he did this time, and it's like, yeah, he cooked it in the toaster oven. It's like,
Fuck the
how do you cook
motherfuckers.
a large T-bone steak in a toaster oven? It's not gonna be good.
That's my soul.
So what's he putting?
Everything always ended up completely covered in grease, and it was. And he ended up eating this thing. I mean, I could show a picture of it or whatever. It's from his old Instagram, but he just sat there at the entrance eating this steak with his bare hands, just like taking bites out of it, while he has like
Like a sandwich.
music playing in the background, and he's obviously taking a video for Instagram like he's cool, and he has sunglasses on, and it's like
Yeah.
3 p.m.
I want to know how rancid that mayo was after it came out of that toaster oven.
It reminds me of like Japanese people, like Japanese cooking. Apparently, they use mayonnaise in a lot of weird ways. Weird to us, I guess.
Yeah, but they know how to make it work. He
Lady
doesn't.
apparently agrees with you there. She knows that they take mayo to strange new places.
Also, I'm curious how Mr. Homeless guy got a hold of a T-bone steak in the first place.
Probably someone
Okay,
sent
this
it
was
to him.
back when he still got $200 a month on his EBT card. You can
So we decided to
definitely
blow a quarter of it on one meal.
soy sauce.
Yeah, basically.
They give you like $200. It doesn't cost that much to get a
Ugh.
T-bone.
That's a heck of a lot of soy sauce.
You know, if you're careful. I'm pretty careful with my money. You know,
Yeah.
since I have to
You may be
fucking work
looking
for
at
it.
yourself like, this is some
Still,
weird
T-bone's
shit
not
you're
the cheapest,
making.
though.
This, my peeps, is bachelor.
I
they're
don't think
usually-
I've
they're
ever had
usually
a
pretty
T-bone
expensive.
steak. Because they're so freaking expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
I still need to make that that steak dish that actual Jake suggested to me. I keep putting it off. I think this is way too long.
So
But I'm
you may
curious
not
what
be
the
a
hell's
fan
he
of
throwing?
fish,
Is that an
but that's
egg?
alright. This
Is he
is
throwing
just
an
me
egg in?
doing my thing on YouTube.
Probably.
That honestly
So
seems
add
just
some
like a
hard-boiled
hangover
eggs to
solution
it.
and not food.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Take one, just cut it into slices.
I mean, I eat hard-boiled eggs with my ramen.
Boop.
I never saw the appeal, but I mean, I know people do it, but I mean, let's be honest.
Actually, it's not that unusual because you get like quail eggs and stuff in ramen at restaurants
You know what I'm saying?
fairly often.
They don't take much.
I do like to
Or
put
similar.
eggs or an egg in my ramen. It means you kind of have to, you know, it has to be hotter to cook the whole thing.
So what does he throw on top of it now?
The pink salmon.
It'll have that can of salmon.
pink
Oh,
salmon.
more salmon.
Yeah. Also, isn't
no.
pink salmon a little bit redundant? Isn't salmon normally just pink?
Yeah, but they put the word
Okay.
pink on it because
Sardines going in next.
Oh,
So you
God.
don't- you don't
For some
Okay,
reason
this-
we don't
salmon.
understand.
This is awful. This completely ruins everything.
Yeah.
This is Mountain Dew eggs.
But there's
Remember when he
nothing-
deep fried some eggs with Mountain Dew on them?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
But this-
Everything has Mountain Dew. Steaks, lasagna. I think he did lasagna with one.
We're gonna add some
Nasty.
beach
He's gonna
clip
die of
sardines
diabetes.
that are soaked in Louisiana hot sauce.
Oh God, sardines. Ugh.
No.
I don't know if I would put
no.
that in there along with another kind of fish.
I mean, at that point, is that considered a fish stew?
Yes.
Look, it's already done for. I don't think it matters what he does at this point.
It's a fish and noodle stew.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
This is one
I think
reason why I wasn't 100% sure of showing because it's like nearly half an hour of just hell.
Half an hour.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like,
No.
you can just skip forward. Yeah.
From the fish and the eggs.
Does he
I think
throw
that's all the
Dew?
ingredients he used.
No, I can see
You might be
more.
thinking to yourself, Cowboy, that looks fucking
Honestly, by
insane,
Cope
you know?
standards, this is
Yes,
a pretty
it is.
tame
It does look fucking
recipe.
insane. I'm sitting here trying not to spill it all over.
It usually goes crazier with it.
Oh, yeah,
There's the cheese. There's the cheese.
There you go.
Please, no.
Yeah,
Where's the
it's like with your
Doritos?
eggs. It's-
There's gonna be
yeah,
Cheetos.
cheese and eggs. You got that factor going.
There
cheese and
always
eggs
is
factor
Doritos.
going. Beautiful.
What's
Like,
that? What's in the jar?
Shit like this. It's
What's in the
good.
jar?
High in calories, and cheese and eggs.
Oh God.
Excellent.
We have to
Skip ahead and find out.
So I'm gonna be watching it like a
More
hawk.
microwave. More microwave. That cheese is gonna be
Because they can have a
fantastic.
cheese.
Okay, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't like adding cheese to
The
things.
cayenne pepper mixed with Louisiana hot sauce might be an interesting spice.
Depends what it is. Ramen? No. Definitely not.
Oh God.
So we're gonna take our Phase X G Fuel. We're gonna
G
swap it with
Fuel!
some Mango freaking
He's throwing
White Claw.
White
I think it's
Claw.
like
Mango White Claw. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, White Claw. Oh my God.
He always likes
Is that
mixing some
protein powder?
Yeah.
some sort of pop with some sort of booze.
Oh God. I mean,
One
I
spoon,
think
all you need.
I think if Gaston had a YouTube channel, he'd do something like this.
Oh God.
Mango White
Yeah.
Claw.
Oh, I
That
didn't even
aerial
get.
view.
He even got the worst White Claw. And the White Claw tends to be crap anyway.
I wouldn't drink White Claw. Fuck that
Which
shit.
is an
tried it.
insult to Mango, because Mango deserves better than this.
Mangoes are my favorite fruit.
Pass.
Mangoes are amazing.
They are.
What's your stance on mango? She gave a thumbs
Oh.
up. She approves mango.
I like
I
mango
really like,
drinks, but eating a mango, I'm not really so into mangoes.
Yeah, like I really like mango nectar-based drinks, like with a curry or something.
Yeah.
Once
I
again, they
just
got
like
a
the
thumbs
fruit.
up there, Krendar. So she definitely agrees with you there.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Pears are also very good.
That's alright.
And cherries.
Oh, I like cherries.
Cherries.
Especially when
Yes.
Yeah.
feel
That, and that, you know, the kind of fresh ones and not the maraschino
Oh.
cherries. They're like, yeah.
Look
They're a
at
bit
that
strong.
ooze. Look at that ooze.
Look at all that.
Yeah, we're looking.
Yeah, we're looking.
The juice
Ah,
is
great
starting
minds.
to flow over just a wee bit.
The juice.
Like, oh shit, take that out of the microwave.
Maybe you should have used a bigger bowl, dummy.
Maybe you shouldn't have done
We
it
need
in
a
the
bigger
first
bowl.
place.
Maybe you shouldn't have done any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
better
those try
point.
in a second. Those are fresh and hot.
You just wait till he eats. He has some of the most visceral eating. Like
Oh
it's,
no.
yeah,
So
here we
we're waiting for it.
Oh, good. We're not going to see a full facial. Oh, but you're still getting.
I was waiting for the slurp. I knew we were gonna get the slurp.
Yes, nope.
Unhinges his jaw.
Isn't that the kind of slurping way of eating ramen, the Japanese way?
Yeah, but I don't
Like-
think they
I
eat
don't-
it like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he does this with all of his food.
So much cheese, it's
Oh.
insane.
Honestly,
Say it.
I can dig it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
I've never
Good for him.
seen a single dish that he hasn't wanted to consume.
I mean,
Hey,
good
I
for
also
him.
like how he has like nail polish, but you can tell that he hasn't like applied it like a month or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
He's so trash, and I'm walking around usually in a fucking bathrobe.
I'm walking in bathrobe. Whoa.
All right. Well, speaking of bizarre food experiments, let's
it
make some
is-
sausages.
Yes, this will actually look tame in comparison.
We
Yeah,
gotta
absolutely.
we gotta give Naerina what she came here for.
Damn right. Give me the sausage.
Oh my. Oh my.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess.
This might actually be really
It still
good.
smells like the Limburger cheese down here. It takes,
Oh yeah,
it
we gotta
takes
watch
a
the
Good
brave
work.
we gotta watch the Limburger cheese after this.
man. It takes
Yes.
a brave, handsome man to admit when he's wrong. I was wrong about the Vegemite sausage. I was wrong about
thought he
the
liked that
Limburger
one.
cheese sausage. I will not be wrong about the A1 steak sausage. This has to be a 5 out of 5. When
I
was a
mean,
kid,
yeah,
I thought only
this has
millionaires
potential.
Had A1 steak sauce with their steak.
Yeah, I'd probably give this a
Sometimes I
go.
just drink it straight out of the bottle.
Oh, for
Tomato
sure.
Puree. I never would have guessed
This
there
is
was
like
any
Peter
sort of
Griffin or
tomatoes.
something.
There is an actual
glad I
live
think of
action
it.
Peter Griffin. I don't think we have enough time to show you, but this like grind my gears with Peter.
In here. A1
Oh no, we can do a
steak
quickie later.
sausage,
Okay, well we'll do it in between the
We can
sauce.
sneak him in.
Yeah.
You know, in
That's
sausage
good.
making, fetch your friend.
Oh, he got
Now,
referenced in an
normally
actual episode of Family Guy, by the way.
Phrase this a little
Yeah.
bit to help
Wait,
out.
what?
the-
What happened? What?
And there's an episode of Family Guy where they actually break like the fourth wall, where like Brian is meant to be Seth, and then they're like, well, what about couples who dress up and act like you at conventions? We don't like to give them any more attention than they already have.
About the
Nice.
grinder, but I'm gonna.
He's so
I'm
good
gonna
at it,
grind
though.
First, and then I'm gonna mix
I
it
love
in
those
with the
couples,
A1
though.
steak sausage
Yeah.
to let it marinate for a little bit. The grinder's not a big fan of sausage. Of
He used to do
sausage
this
being
pure
all
without
mixed
the meat
into it.
for the really crazy stuff, and it just
the heck out
frees
of it.
up
We're
so
gonna give
often
ourselves a fighting chance
that
with
it
all
just
this room
he
temperature
learned
fat.
his lesson.
Yep.
Up.
More sound effects.
Applause! Applause!
Have a little treat.
This is
Is it
the
so
reason
it's
why
too
you
good,
freeze
at
it, by the
least?
way, because
That was actually a
otherwise
really
the
good
fat just
subtitle.
wraps around here. It
The
makes a
squishing of the
nice
meat was
little long
mistaken for
roast
applause.
thing. We're gonna help it out. We're gonna just
Close
chop
enough.
it up. There. This is looking.
Sounds like wet mac and cheese. Holy shit.
I think that's officially good enough. And to help our steak sauce out, we're gonna give this a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and finally
A
Careful.
little bit of.
the goods.
Careful with the salt. You don't know how much is already in that
I
sauce.
don't see why
I find
people are
this
making this
kind of mixing
to
less
begin.
disgusting than the ramen because I do a heck of a lot of baking and you know I've made some meatballs in my life, and you have to do that
Yeah.
with
Oh,
dough.
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, sure.
I do that.
That's
But,
just normal. Yeah.
I'm still just a stickler for like, even though I do it, I'm like, nah.
Wait. That looks good. That looks like some good sausage mixture in there. Put it in our plastic bag here to marinate. We're gonna let this marinate for about an hour. Let the enzymes do the work. Is that what's happening?
Just leave that in the corner.
Well, the bag ripped totally wide open on the bottom when I threw it on the floor. So now we got a little piece of floor in this sausage. But I've eaten Jimmy Dean sausage before. Seems like this meat's really soaking up the A1 juice. I wanna soak up the A1. Well, I guess I already sang the song, so we're just gonna skip right over that and. I can't even begin to guess where that water came from. In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage.
Let's use protection.
Yep.
Indeed.
And there we have it. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Meason. You know Meason.
All right, here comes his sponsor, because he does pretty well for himself.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, more.
Sponsor?
There should be good.
And use promo code SAUSAGE for 20% off your first order. Again, go to the link in my description and use promo code SAUSAGE for 20%
Man, these
off your first
sponsorships are
order.
usually worth a couple $1,000s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does well for himself.
That's a sticky one.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of spray, but a whole lot of stickage. I'm going to have to give that Will It Blow 4
Lewd.
Mark Ruffalos. Here we go.
Wow.
I like the oil spray bottle, but that thing has to be a bit too clean.
It popped its balloons. It's blue now. The dog. No.
This is all that remains of my balloon animal. We can rebuild him.
Maybe not directly over the pan, though.
Yeah.
That looks like it's starting to burn, so we're gonna get this out of here. Let's open up the sausage and see how we did. It looks good. It looks like it's kept the majority of the A1 flavoring in there, but looks can be deceiving.
I'm not sure what retaining most of the A1 flavoring looks like, so I don't know how to judge that.
The pure, unadulterated decadence. This is a good sausage.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
care
not
if
throwing a
half the
steak
meat
sauce
ended
in the
up on
first
the
place.
floor. Didn't I tell you this would make
If
a
you
great
need it, you
sausage?
fucked up the steak,
One
right?
problem though, the skin didn't
Skin
really
of the
crisp up.
steak
The
or the
skin's still
sausage.
kinda, whoop.
Oh.
Is very good.
With that
That piece had a hair in it.
Whoop.
Well, obviously
Yeah.
this would have been a 5 out of
Whoop.
5
There
had the
it
meat
is.
adhered to the casing, but it didn't, so it's not going to get a 5 out of 5. We're going to give this sausage here a 4 out of 5.
Shawshan.
Shawshan.
Tree beef?
Bop,
What?
Bop, bop.
I'm gonna tell everyone to eat this sausage.
All right, let's see what the we got to do the Limburger one, and then we'll go on.
Limburger.
To,
Limburger honestly
Bubblegum
just
sausage.
reminds me-
Oh.
Limburger reminds me of the biker mice from Mars.
yeah,
Oh my.
Yeah.
or
What was
those
it? What
Tom and
was
Jerry
that?
cartoons where it was so
Oh.
bad smelling that their skin would fall off.
Yeah. That's some bad cheese.
I've always been curious because I was always wondering how bad could it smell in comparison.
And welcome back. I guess one of the stinkiest cheeses known to man, the Limburger cheese. I've never actually had any. I've only ever heard about it from cartoons. This used to be the standard in stinkiness. When I was a kid, how the heck do you open this?
With always the bard sounding from like the boat.
Always like, how bad could it possibly be?
Yeah, I don't know how boat foghorns became the standard for stinkiness, but
Oh my God, it does stink. This is the stinkiest cheese that I've ever smelled in my whole
I
life.
find
It
this
smells
somehow very
like
wholesome.
sweaty
Like,
socks.
all
Warm
the
sweaty
sausages.
socks. And we're
So,
gonna make
She's great.
sausage out
lady
of it.
agrees.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh
I've
my
ever
God, my
tasted this
hands
cheese
stink.
before.
This cheese
Same.
stinks. Here, we'll give it a little taste test. And it tastes pretty much how it smells. Well, that doesn't bode well for this sausage, but we've gone this far. This entire block may be a little overpowering, so I'm gonna give it half, a little more than half the Limburger. Let's see if that's enough stinky cheese for this.
This is gonna be really
sausage here.
strong.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. I'd
There's
say that
gigantic
looks
slices of
like
cheese.
It's called a grater, man.
Alright, this is
Not
what
true.
we're
Oh,
going
a
to
grater
do
would be
for 30
overkill. He's putting it through a grinder anyway.
minutes. Oh, come on. You frozen meat, yeah.
It just looks like.
Actually,
butter.
I don't think the grater's gonna like this cheese much. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's softer than I think.
I don't want to
All right, I guess it was okay.
the cheese flavor with a bunch of spices, so we're just gonna hit this with a little bit of salt and black pepper. I can feel
Your
how much
standard
how
go-to
much this is
seasonings.
seasoned, so we're gonna put a little bit of water in this to make sure that it comes out of the tube okay. There we go. Now we got a meat spin. But then I saw her sausage.
Oh, it's a slurry.
Now I'm a believer.
Meatspin.com.
In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage.
It's a girthy one this time.
You say that to all the
And
sausages.
there we have it. Will it
I
blow?
do. Nah.
A little bit.
Weak.
We got a little bit. I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow 2 Mark Ruffalo.
Ew. That's generous. I was gonna give it half of a Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, that didn't seem like even a one worth of Mark Ruffalo.
That was barely even a shotgun blast.
It burst.
It looks like it's got a serious venereal disease going on right now.
Ah.
Blow the stink away. That's what we're
Blow the stink away, oh god.
Oh, it's mutated.
It just keeps getting
Oh.
worse. There's no reason.
Oh, this is the Nurgle sausage
Yeah,
now.
Papa Nurgle's
Yeah.
pustules.
Most of a sausage here.
So yeah,
I
this
bet
is what
sausage-
like the last time I was here, Walter. We were watching these, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" So yeah, welcome to the Sausage Club.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely
that's
something.
good fun.
Taste
Hey, you
as-
see that
as
video
good as
that I linked?
I just noticed. Yeah.
Do you want me to play it?
Wordnology. Ooh. We'll play that
Well,
one
it's
next. How about?
It's only going to be like a minute long, so
Oh,
it's no
sure,
big
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
give it a trim. And yeah. So there it is. It doesn't look very cheesy, actually. Well,
I
all right,
don't know.
here we go.
Looks pretty good to me.
A lot of texture at
Tell you what,
least.
Don't judge a sausage before it's cooked, because the same thing happened with the Vegemite. Disgusting on its own, but mixed in with the sausage, it makes a great sausage. This is a great sausage
Yeah.
here. The
Yeah, it looks
taste
pretty
of
good.
the
Maybe the heat
I
mellowed
don't
the
know,
flavor out a
it
little
just-
bit.
It just works
Yeah.
wonders on this sausage. Pretty much a disaster in every other sense. So we'll, dock it a point for that. I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 4
3.
out of 5.
4. Oh. Maybe it's like it's kind of like blue cheese. You know?
This is
Yeah, like,
tragic.
if you
A little bit of blue
use it-
cheese mixed with something can be real nice, but by itself it's
Yeah, like-
nasty.
Yeah, like gingerbread and a wee bit of blue
Uh-huh.
cheese. That's very good. But like
There you
just
go.
blue cheese. Ugh.
Oh, okay. We got to remember this one. I want to watch
Very
Ratatouille
bad.
Sausage next week.
This is probably the worst
yeah.
thing that anyone has ever seen. This guy is fucking nuts, and what the hell?
Hey, baby, Zoom 2.
He's trying to hit on Gen Z women.
Oh.
That's
Alright.
basically
Of course
the
he is.
idea here.
I know I'm feeling seduced already.
I mean, I feel the beat, but nothing else.
Elden Ring looks weird.
Yeah.
Oh, like, right, he's going for zombies, right.
What the fuck is he doing?
Doing the Zumba.
He's trying to hit on Zoomer zombies.
Without being able to see them.
Yeah, well, I think
I think
that's
they
the way to go
prefer.
about it.
I think they prefer if they didn't see him.
Yeah, or hear him.
I mean, that's just warning sound. Like, I'm pretty sure that he also wants to dance or take Zumba classes with zombies.
Fuck, man.
The fact that this lasts forever a minute.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I like the fact that this is apparently a sequel because it's Zoom 2.
Yeah, there's the first one too.
Oh god.
Ah!
All
Someone
right,
beat me to it. Someone beat me to it.
Nice. All right, we need some Peter Griffin.
Yeah, let's IRL Peter Griffin. Yeah, Peter.
Him and
and
his wife do a great job.
Yeah, let's pick one.
Right, that's good, yeah.
Grind
Grinds my gears winter?
Where? Oh, we already watched
one?
that one recently. Is there any Peter McLive lemon chicken with capers? We've watched it off food. It probably would actually be good anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, real life Peter and Stewie.
Birds and Beards? What's that?
Ooh.
Oh, it's a song. Never mind.
Hi guys, real life
Oh, wait,
Peter
no, maybe
Griffin
not.
here with
Oh, he's got the beard.
the
on.
beautiful and talented real life Lois Griffin, and I'm sorry we've been gone for a while, but I got the coronavirus, and I decided to grow a beard, and I ended up looking sexier than Grizzly Adams.
No, Peter. Nobody likes beards. It's ugly.
But think about all the fun
Hey!
times we've had.
Heresy. I don't like her anymore.
Ew,
Francine
Peter,
is hotter.
Stop scratching that thing.
It's itching me like crazy. I can't stop, Lois. What's that? You want to scratch my beard?
Nobody wants to scratch beards. Beards are
Oh,
gross.
was that a
Have you done
Yorkie?
your homework?
That look like a Yorkie.
Ah, yeah.
I miss my
That's just
Oh, gross, Peter.
I can't believe that Lois Griffin is talking shit about us
Peter, you got
and our glorious beards.
He had a beard. He had a bird in it and everything.
Peter, you got a thing in your beard. Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Right here?
No, up
Over here?
the other left.
Here?
The other left. No, Peter, Peter.
Here?
Stand having a beard.
No, up to the left,
How about
right, up, left, right, other left. No,
It's
up.
more of a lifestyle choice.
God damn it, Peter. Peter.
I might have liked you before, but after the military, I don't know.
Now you got birds. Now you got birds in your beard. Great. Just great.
Feels
Which
really
reminds
good.
me-
Don't you dare.
Have you heard about the band called The Beards?
No.
To link you guys a song. It's called If Your Dad Doesn't Have a Beard, You Got Two Mums.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard that.
It's
Where's
freaking
that come
amazing.
from?
Australia.
Whoa! Damn. Good thing that just passes mustard a few inches more, and YouTube
Right.
would not like.
Honey.
What's wrong?
Yes, yeah, your history, pal. Nobody Frenches my wife and gets away with it.
Oh. You have to recreate
That's
every.
Baby Bird.
You don't have to recreate everything from the damn show.
And then Luke Skywalker lost his hand. Yes, I know that was scary. And then Darth Vader said, "I am your father."
Oh, Peter, look at you. Look at that. No. It's either them or us.
Oh, shit.
Ah, memories.
Seriously, Peter? It's got to go.
Fine.
Mandy Katana and Joey Katana as a child. Okay. Yeah, they're really. I think Yeah, the masks.
They do great impressions, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's see. Does someone link it?
Yeah, I linked
Yeah.
that
Yes,
beard.
yes. The beard. That's right. Oh, let's hope this isn't copyrighted. Damn.
Too late.
Yeah, the damage is done.
Sorry. Didn't think about it.
Yeah, weird.
You got 2 bombs. To be less loud.
Less loud. Yes.
I don't know what it is about lolcows and not being able to shave.
I think that color looks good on him.
One of the oldest pictures of Lucas is him getting shaved by his much older girlfriend while he was sitting on the toilet.
I was expecting you to say his mother.
It was that kind of a relationship, I thought. I don't know.
Why would you want a picture of that?
I don't know, and I have no idea who took it either, because it obviously wasn't them. This wasn't. I mean, this wasn't like a million years ago, but it was probably.
So it's either like, yeah, just like making it look like you're shaving my beard, or then like, hey, I have a very good idea. I'll just take a picture of you people. Yay!
Yeah, well, he's sitting on the toilet and just getting shaved by his.
Is he taking a shit?
Well, no, probably not. He was dressed, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Goodness.
The fact I have to ask, you know.
Yeah. One cannot be too sure about these things.
We actually.
Well, I can't be sure, but.
I think actually we should be just wrapping up now, just with some buff. It's all the same. I gotta get up and do some more stretches before calling it a night, and I think Lady is on the groggy side.
This is quite a good song, though. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, kind of have
pleasure.
I'll post this in I'll post this in, actually story quickly before I end though. The Beards Australia, I tried to get them to have to be the You Just Made Love to a Bearded Man, their song, as our opening theme for Bearded Ramblings, but I've never heard back from them because I don't think they update their YouTube anymore, so they haven't been able to respond. But it's a great song for us if we ever get our hands on it. But I need to get their okay, otherwise we get copyright striked every single episode.
Yeah, we'll get struck anyways, even if we do.
True. Okay, so this is both.
Hey, it was cool to meet everyone.
Well, we're not unless you have to go now. We always wrap up with this tune and then.
Not exactly.
Okay. Well, what do you get? It's usually guest choice, unless Krendar sees something that jumps.
Oh, seagulls. Seagulls is also a strong choice.
Okay. What about you guys? Anything here?
Yeah, seagulls.
Seagulls. Walt.
Yeah. What's going on?
So Buff Carell dances and quote unquote sings to covers of channel suggestion songs. Yeah. So
He's an experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. yeah. Sounds good, Livia.
Yeah, sure.
We always have him dance us out at the end of an episode.
And before
so much energy.
You you
Yeah.
guys, and you want to chill before we go?
Sure.
Well,
Go for it.
Yeah. start with Krendar. Let's see what do you have to shield
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, I gotta see if I can finish up my playthrough of Infamous 2 tonight. Is what I'm gonna be doing. So in about 2 hours on Z Twitch.
The one and only Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Naira? That you want to?
I'm going to, after this, I'm going to go to bed because it is 2 a.m. over here. But from time to time, I update my YouTube channel with, my Fate Naerina, and otherwise you can hear me on the channel 40K Theories.
Down below. And Walt, what's your next project?
I have a bunch of things I want to work on. However, yeah, I'm gonna be working on some Lucas stuff soon, and just generally making videos. I'm probably going to go to sleep after this because I'm fucking drunk.
Sorry, man.
A good strategy.
If no one noticed, I've been drinking since like noon. But
my sort of man. All right, so let's. As for me, I'm probably going to try to stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll watch the rest of Falcons of Edo. But if not, I guess I'll game. I'm not sure what. And if not at all, probably then on Sunday I'll do something. So yeah, just check out here by liking, sharing, and subscribing. So yeah, here we go. Boom.
Hand it down once again. Tell the friends boy.
Buff Corral.
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs?
Haagen-Dazs.
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 Good taste.
Haagen-Dazs.
Indeed.
Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs.
Hogging nose on hold your nose.
Anyways, tonight we're gonna do a flop for seagulls. I ran so far.
Hold your nose.
A flop for seagulls.
Let's get further.
I like the fact that he probably has a poster of himself over there.
He does indeed.
Absolutely. It's not the only one. It's just the only one on the camera.
Man.
What? Man. Yeah, this is how you summarize the whole thing. Man.
oh, this guy looks like a beast too.
Oh, he's ripped.
Oh, absolutely.
I like it.
He is buff.
He's in great shape physically.
Yeah,
He's a
no,
fantastic dagger.
Doesn't always mean you're healthy.
No, it
Right.
doesn't.
He's a sweet boy, though.
Please.
Yes.
He's a very good dancer.
He fails in other aspects.
He's a singing and dancing man. He dances very well.
He's doing what he loves.
He's really going for it.
Well, I certainly couldn't do it. I don't know about you guys.
I couldn't.
I couldn't do either one of these things well, so he's got one thing above me. Actually, two more things over me as well, because look at those pecs.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I definitely do not have those guns.
The guns are the part I'm closest to. Everything else is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking of Vice City whenever I hear this.
Yeah, this version, not the original.
Oh, someone has to mod that.
Oh god.
They gotta put out a remaster with his version of the song in here.
Hell yes.
Rockstar
Or maybe one of those
Studios
D-master
presents.
ones.
Oh, he almost slammed into the table there.
Oh, that was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was really cool though.
Somebody should make like an SNES D-make of Vice City with his version of the song as the music.
Yeah.
The only song.
If they're not done that
Can we
yet.
have a pixelated music video of him just dancing to that version of the song?
Yeah. With like a Vice City backdrop
Yeah.
visual.
Heck yeah.
He's like dancing in a park or on the side of a road or something.
I reached out to hit the death. You're slowly disappearing from my view. Appearing from my view.
My music.
I wish I had to try again.
Applause.
I'm floating in the beam of light with you. Beam of light with you. And
That's just the subtitles saying how good he is.
Indeed, like this is the moment where you have to start your
Yep.
applause.
YouTube
And do it
itself is
again.
clapping for him right now.
Indeed.
Music.
Applause and music. There's nothing more you need.
Oh, he's really out of breath in this one.
Well, I would be too with that kind of dancing.
Probably the third one he did today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, look at how
Chords and
fast
batches.
Christian gets out of breath.
Look at his skip rope.
Christian getting out of breath is just like so hard for the chord.
I don't know why, but I was terrified he was going to give a Nazi salute there.
It's the mustache.
Yeah, it's not flash. Music.
That it was. That it was.
That it was, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Buff is a legend.
Oh, it looks like TJ didn't enjoy that song. Look at him.
Well, TJ doesn't like most things that are fun anymore. But
He's a grumpy boy.
yeah, he's been hanging around Paul too much. All that salt has been rubbing off on him. So
He's always been grumpy.
but in a fun way. All right, so
Yeah.
I do have to leg it. So it'd be great talking to
Literally.
you, Walter. Great having you around.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
It was wonderful.
Nice to meet you.
Naira, as always, thank you so much, bro. We'll have you.
Yeah, I'll see you some other time. I'll be working on things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome back on someday.
And Grandar, I hope you have a good evening. And
Thank you, sir.
As for me, I will see you guys over the next day or two, probably. So until then.